day to be all under the same roof. But yeah, we haven't thought, you know what, Donna, I didn't even think, like even when the boys were over, I was like, oh, I apologise, we about it through or the consequences or the obstacles. We were kind of just like, oh, let's do it.
I've heard from Joey since he's gotten back to the US, and it's worrying me because I'm like, does he just not want to talk to me right now?
I mean, listen, first and foremost, you two made a decision without your kids and without your families. I mean, you're lucky that her mom is even kind of been open to have a conversation. And the fact that you're sitting there saying, I don't know this, I don't know this, I think that, you are two grown adults. Why are we thinking? Why are you not knowing? You knew to get married. You didn't think about it. You knew to do it, right? This is utterly pathetic. This is the kind of behavior that you expect from teenagers or people maybe like in their early 20s, maybe. But this right here, from two people that are parents, that is crazy. That is ridiculous. And now she wants to sit there and say, oh, I haven't heard from my son. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to me. Well, guess what? You didn't talk to him. You told him nothing. So why should he feel the need to have to talk to you, have to tell you anything? Also, let's talk about role models. Think about what you have role modeled to your kids. You have role modeled that it is okay to go and get married behind their back. It is okay to go and get married without inviting them. It is okay to make plans that involves abandoning them without their say. You have taught them that it is okay to do things based on rational thinking. Wow, what kind of role model are you? My son hasn't got back to me since he's got back to America. He's only role play. He's only doing what you role modeled to him. No lack of communication. You role modeled that. Taking his time to communicate. You role modeled that. The way he's behaving is down to you.
Or feelings, is he angry? It could be a number of reasons. And because of that, it may change my decision.
It's funny, you may not have needed to get to this point where you have to maybe rethink your plans if you've been transparent from the very get-go. You could have planned how all this was going to work 2 years ago.
So, Sean, I have one last question to pick your brain. What you are offering my daughter that she already doesn't have here?
Answer that. I don't know. Without sounding corny, Donna, I love your daughter very much.
Yeah, but you can't live off love alone.
You got a lot to figure. Yeah, there's a lot of questions being asked that we actually don't have the answers to just yet on it, so it's a bit.
So you had the answers of getting married. You had the answers of deciding to live together somehow. But you don't have the answer of what do you offer her daughter. You know, that question is really not as hard as it seems. It's actually a very simple question. The mum is simply asking you, because you are taking my daughter away from me, in terms of her no longer being in the States, what are you offering her when she comes to Ireland? The mum is literally asking for a little bit of reassurance. She's asking you a simple question of saying, so basically your answer should be along the lines of, I'm going to be offering secure with the fact that I've got a home here that is safe. I live in a neighborhood that has very low crimes, okay? I have facilities around me where the shop is there. I'm always going to be here and available to drive her to wherever she may need. If she doesn't have, if I'm not at home and she can't necessarily access a car or anything like that, I've got a friend here, I've got that, or my family's over here, my family's over that. In fact, I've introduced her to my family and this is her thoughts. The mum just needs to know that her daughter is in a safe area. She just needs to know that she's going to be protected. She just wants to know what measures have you got in place to make sure that she's going to be okay, because her mum does not know Ireland. She hasn't been to Ireland. She's unfamiliar with that area. She doesn't know how it works, okay? The only thing that she probably knows is that we, I guess, drive on the wrong side of the road. That's the only thing that she knows, okay? And I guess the UK is known for its bad weather. She doesn't know whether it's a safe area. She knows nothing. She just wants you to give a little bit of a history, a little bit of a background. So therefore she feels safe and secure that her daughter is in good hands. Not just with you, but within the area that she's living. Can she walk outside at night by herself? If she needs to quickly go to the shop early in the morning when it's a bit still dark or whatever, can she walk? In fact, are the shops walking distance? Or do you have to drive everywhere? This may sound silly. Do Do you have home deliveries or anything like that? Just anything and everything to give a reassurance that her daughter is going to be in a safe location. That's it. And you're saying, you sound a little bit corny about love. This isn't about love. She doesn't care about love. She's already aware of love, because if she didn't think that the love was there, then she wouldn't have expected her daughter to marry you, freaking donut. Like, come on. Come on. Let me know, how would you answer that question? What do you offer my daughter here, whatever? How would you answer that question? Let me know.
Yeah.
Don't you think you should have been figuring this out when you got married?
We were in the moment.
Oh, we were in a moment. Don't know how this marriage could work out in two different countries. I'm like, this is blowing me away.
What's blowing me away isn't the fact that it's in two different countries. What's blowing me away is the fact that these two had no plans whatsoever. These two have no idea. They didn't think about how this is going to work. Literally two freaking morons. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing being in your 30s and you're being asked simple questions and you don't have answers to it. Absolutely, utterly embarrassing.
It's going to be one big happy family, because somebody's leaving something behind unless you're taking everything with you.
Donna's asking me serious questions, bringing up a lot of good points, and it's something I'm still thinking about to get the answer, because I want to know the answer myself. He hasn't responded to any of Joe's texts yet, and he's silent, so I'm just really concerned and worried now that our plans are going to go to...
Plans? Buddy, you two didn't even have any plans. It is clear as day that you two never had any plans. Because if you two had any plans, well, then you'd have been able to answer the questions that you've been asked. Every question that was asked were not hard questions. What do you bring to what do you bring? So what do you bring to the table to my daughter? Simple question. It's not about finances, none of that stuff. It's all about security. So what's your plan with the kids? This is our plan. Okay, so what's your plan with how you're going to be able to navigate the States to Ireland? Simple questions. They're simple questions because you've had 2 years to think about them. Any question that they're given should be a simple question because they've had 2 years to think about them. That's my standpoint on it. Because if I was in that position, I would have thought about all these things. Crazy, 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 crazy. In fact, the one other question should have been like, so once you're able to come to the States, are you going to be open to moving to the States? And also, will you be able to bring your daughter with you? The other plan could have been, do you guys plan on living in Ireland on a permanent basis? Or are you just going to see how it goes for a year or so, whatever, and then maybe reevaluate? Listen, at this point, the mum is in a position where she can ask any type of question, to be honest with you, you know? Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.